AEROSMITH Lightning Strike CVT guitar lesson for Robert. This is in standard tuning. And yeah, Robert, this is the one album without Joe Perry, if I'm not mistaken. Forget the name of the album. But anyways, great song. Some really cool, fun rhythms in here. It starts with open 2-2-4. It's 17 seconds in. Now it has some fade-ins as well, but a lot of people just go, which you can, but it's fuller if you listen close. 3, 4, A5 power chord, open 2, A and D, and then again. So it's 2 times. There's a second guitar where he goes like, you'll hear that comes through right in the middle of that intro. And I missed that in your tabs, but it's 9E, 12B, pre-bend release 11G, a half step, and then a 9G. Anyways, moving on to this really cool riff, section 1A, 44 seconds in. This fades in, so I got it from the first part that I can hear. Best way I think is to bar this. First fret A and D, slide to the second, and then you got this thing of open E, 4th fret A, D, and then it repeats with the 5th fret, and then it repeats with the 4th fret. So it sounds like this, a little slower. And then 2nd fret A and D, pull off to opens, and then an open E, right back to the 2nd fret A and D. Now if you want to go like 2 fingers, that's up to you, but open A, and then open D and G, and then 1st frets, 2nd frets, open A, 2nd fret, open D and G. Now the D and G string, it's all 2 strings except when you play the open A. In other words, the open 1, 2, 2 open. You know, you start with an open A, another one, like that. And then 1, 2, open 1, 2, D and G. 2 times total. Some of them sound like he might not pause and just hit an extra open D and G, but either way. Leading into the verse, because it'll play that twice. 57 seconds in, string mutes, top 3 strings basically down, up, and then down on 7A, 9D, slide. Just slide it all the way down, karate chop it. You don't want to hear the ending. In other words, you got to stop it en route by karate chopping it. Alright, open E, and then 4th fret A, or 2nd fret AD, 4th fret AD. And then, a lot of people miss this, but there's 7 EA with the pinky barred, 5 AD after that, and then open E, 4th fret AD, open E, 2nd fret AD. So it's... So if you listen close, you'll hear that. And I do a lot of investigating, man, before I do these CVTs. So I want to see how other people are playing it. Joe Perry mainly, or whoever the guitar player is playing the song. And then I may watch a few other people play it, and then I got to make my decision on what I'm seeing and hearing. Okay, so that is in there. Oops. And then it does that twice. Then section 1C, 1:09 in. Now this is mainly chords on the D and G string, followed by an open A string, back and forth. Starts with 1st and 2nd fret, sliding D to D and G. So slide up, open A, 4D, 2G, and yes, that is in there. So I would just bar that 2nd fret and just go. And the last one is 4th fret D and G. So you're going to go back and forth from starting from the slide, 2-2 to 4-2 D and G, again, again, again with the 4th fret D and G. So, and then it'll go 5D, 7G 4 times, rest, chop it up, and then hit it again, slide to 7/9, strum it 3 times, and then slide off of that. So it sounds like this. So, probably going too fast, but then you hit repeats. The next new part, at 142 you'll see section 1A 2 times no star, second time no double star. In place of that double star is just going to be this. 12th fret D and G, and then open E palm mute 3 times, 3rd fret low E bend, leading you into section 1D. This is a new section. Real common blues riff. It's on the A and D string, open A, 2D, followed by an open A. That's the concept, but then you're going to go open 4, open 5, open 4, with the open A string in between all that. So it sounds like this, and it's 2 times. Top of page 3. Same thing on the E and A string. So you have, and then you go back. It's actually 4 times of that. 4th time no star. So let's do the 3rd and 4th. Okay, so 211, we finish off section 1D with a B5 power chord played 4 times, then an A5 played 9 times, with a 3E at the end. Bunch of repeats. The next new part is right before the solo. At 3 minutes 10 seconds in, you'll just have, it's actually section 1D, coming off the 241 timestamp without the 211 timestamp. Instead of going, it's just a B5 16 times. Okay, then the solo comes in. It's a cool lead. 11G, 9B. We're going to hit them both, but bend the G, hit the 9B, and then hit the 9th fret B and E. We're going to bar it. Ooh. So we're going to go 4 times. Here to slow down. Now these are tough as well. 11 GB, bar with the 3rd finger, back it with the middle and the 2nd. The reason is we got to play those on the 11th fret and bend them without them slipping underneath the fingers. So these guys are going to help this 3rd finger. And then stop it, and then hit 11 to 9. And then slide it. 317 timestamp, open D and G. He probably accidentally did that and they left it. 9, 11, 12, D, G, and B. You're going to strum. It'll go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So strum, rest, 7 times rest, 3 times. After that, because you're still on the solo, okay, he's going to go 9B, 11G. This is a really weird part. Experiment with the fingering. I like index and middle. Hammer to 12G, and then 12-9 GB as a hold. It's really weird sounding, but he's doing that. And then pre-bend, or bend, you're going to bend the 12, but it should be ringing, right? So, and then 9E, 9EB, and then the 9B. Pre-bend half-step release 11G, pull off to 9 to 11D. Then 9G, whammy bar, just dive bomb it slowly. So it's okay. Then on that 9G, he does what's called a whammy swoop. That's what I call it. And you have the whammy bar down, kind of hammer this 9G and bring it to pitch and slide it to 7. If you don't have a whammy, just go. Alright? And then 327, you have open on the low E. And then 998 DGB. And then 7th fret D, G, and B. And then strum it 2 more times. Start it over, no star the second time. Then you just move on to section 1A at the 333 timestamp. That's section 1A played 3 times. Okay, section 1A was the main hook in the song,